All right, so what is the most important thing you can look at in terms of your code base to optimize your app for speed? If it's your typical web app or an app that depends on a database, I would say about 95% of the time, the thing that's going to slow down your app, the thing that's going to eat up all the server resources is going to be the database activity, database connections. So, with that in mind, when you're looking at your app, if it relies on an SQL database, doesn't matter what it is, Postgre or MySQL or Oracle, the thing you should be looking at is optimization of your database interaction, the CRUD, the create, read, update, and delete operations. Database operations are going to eat up all the juice. So that starts with designing your database tables properly so that you can have optimized queries. And then after that, you can get into caching, you can get into all kinds of different things. I won't get into all the strategies, but the whole point of this vlog is just to point out, for most web apps, I'd say 90-95%, you pick a number, it's very high. Most of the time, the performance issues are going to be involved with database access. So you want to optimize your database structure right from the beginning. You want to minimize the amount of times you open connections to your database, because that takes a huge amount of processing. You want to make sure that your result sets, well, it depends. Sometimes you want to bring in huge result sets so you don't have to hit the database many times. You might do one big query, pull out a bunch of results, and then hold it in cache and then work with that. Sometimes you want to minimize your result set so you don't have a huge amount of processing on the client. Now, this may be a little bit more high level for beginners, not really meant for beginners, but all you have to take away from this vlog is time and time again, going back to the 90s, and it still is the case today, the biggest hit for most web apps, most apps these days, if they're database driven, is the database interaction. So if you want to work on performance, you're concerned about performance, be concerned about your database. Understand good database structure, understand how to interact with the database in an efficient manner. That's going to be by far the most important thing you can do in terms of speed of your app.